Hello and welcome, my name is Kyle for the win, and welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War video. In this video, we're going to be talking about all of the additions, how much they cost, and what will come with that specific addition. I know that I'm a little bit late on this video, which I apologize for, but I thought that this video I thought that there was a different article that had more in-depth stuff about the additions and stuff, but it actually turns out that there wasn't, due to the fact that when I saw that there was a land, sea, and air pack coming out on, or with the Ultimate Edition, I thought that that was going to be covered in a dedicated article that had a ton of information with the additions. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case, but we're going to be talking about every single edition of Black Ops Cold War today, as well as what comes with that specific edition and everything like that. So let's go ahead and get into this. This is, of course, from Charlie Intel once again. And it says here that there are the Standard Edition, the Cross-Gen Bundle, and last but not least, the Ultimate Edition. So there are 3 editions of this game. Normally, I think there's 4 editions of Call of Duty, where there's the Standard Edition, then there's a Special Edition where you get the Season Pass, then there's another Special Edition where you get more DLC and some stuff like that, and then there's a final large edition that gives you, for example, Black Ops 3 had the Juggernog Edition, where you would get a Juggernog fridge, as the reward for buying that specific game. Black Ops 4 was a mystery box. So there was those large specific editions, but unfortunately, I think due to COVID, they decided to not have a giant edition, but there still is 3 editions of this game, the Standard Edition, the Cross-Gen Bundle, and then finally the Ultimate Edition. So starting off here with the Standard Edition, this is just your standard Black Ops Cold War game that comes with the Confrontation Weapons Pack, and if you pre-order the digital version, you get early access to the beta, as well as the Frank Woods Operator and the Assault Rifle Blueprint within Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So this is a very simple edition. This is only for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. This is not for the next-gen consoles. There is a ton of confusion surrounding the next-gen bundle or the next-gen editions, but I believe that the next-gen version of Black Ops Cold War, if you don't want to buy the version for the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One, buying it for the PlayStation 5 I think will cost about $70 US, so I'm not sure what that translates to pounds or Canadian, but I think it translates to actually $80 Canadian, 70 for the United States. So that is a little bit more expensive. I think if you want to buy just the standard version of the PlayStation 5 version, that is what I believe how much it costs. And I think if you want to upgrade, as you buy the game on November 13th, and let's say the PlayStation 5 comes out in later November, for example, Thanksgiving week, for example, then you can go ahead and purchase the Standard Edition for the PlayStation 5 through a $10 upgrade, I believe. But if you guys have any questions about anything that I'm saying in this video, about which bundles do what and how to get them, I will leave a link down below in the description to the full FAQ or answers and questions about these editions, because there's been a lot of confusion around the Call of Duty community surrounding these editions. So again, I will leave that link down below in the description. Charlie Intel did a great job of going into depth about what editions do what, how to upgrade, and everything like that. So next we have ourselves the Cross-Gen Bundle, which is the PlayStation 4 / PlayStation 5 and Xbox One / Xbox Series X, which goes for $70. So this is the version where you buy the PlayStation 4 version of this game, and then of course if you want to buy the PlayStation 5 version, or you get the PlayStation 5 version as well with this one. So you basically buy the PlayStation 4 version, I think hard copy or digital, it doesn't matter. It just automatically transfers if you want to get that version, I believe. I'm not honestly sure how they'll organize it exactly, but I bought Black Ops Cold War digitally, so I assume that I just signed into my PlayStation Network when I get the PlayStation 5 and the game is just there already. Not exactly sure if that's supposedly how it works or not. Again, that FAQ will be down in the description, but this one says includes the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War game, current version and next gen version when it launches, and Confrontation Weapon Pack. Pre-order and receive early access to the open beta and additional Modern Warfare and Warzone content. So of course you get the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War game, current and next gen versions. I think that's the physical copy as well as the Confrontation Weapons Pack. So I believe if you buy the physical copy, they'll kind of, at that specific retailer, they'll have, they'll give you both editions right when you get there, because I'm sure that they'll have the PlayStation 5 edition on day one as well, but I'm honestly not sure, because we don't have a date about the PlayStation 5 yet, which is very, very curious. I assume that it'll be coming out in late November, but we don't know. We still have no idea when PlayStation 5 is supposed to come out, or the Xbox One Series X. It's very, very interesting. They're not being very good with their communication on the PlayStation side. But anyways, this comes with the Confrontation Weapons Pack as well, which we don't know anything about either. this is definitely going to be a Black Ops Cold War related item. So again, we'll have to see what happens when that comes out. But of course, if you pre-order this on digital, you get the early access to the open beta as well as the Frank Woods operator and blueprint. And then last but not least, this is personally the edition that I got. This is the Ultimate Edition for Black Ops Cold War, which is for the PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, the Xbox One Series X, the Xbox One, and of course PC. Now this is basically the cross-gen bundle, but includes much more DLC and everything like that. So this goes for $90, so it's a little bit pricey. It's still cheaper than last year with the the kind of mid-tier version of Modern Warfare 2019. Of course, there was the Dark Edition, which gave you night vision goggles, which was like $200, but the edition last year that was sort of like this went for $100. So this is a little bit cheaper this year, which is very, very good. But this comes with the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War game. The console version include current gen and next gen version of it when it launches, and it comes with the Land, Sea, and Air Pack, which gives you 3 operator skins, 3 vehicle skins, 3 weapon blueprints, the Battle Pass bundle for Season 1 and 20 tier skips, as well as the Confrontation Weapons Pack. And then last but not least, if you pre-order this, you get the early access to the open beta, the iconic operator Frank Woods and an assault rifle weapon blueprint for immediate use in Call of Duty Modern Warfare and Warzone, as well as 10 tier skips for immediate use within Call of Duty Modern Warfare and Call of Duty Warzone. And this Battle Pass bundle will be available when Season 1 Battle Pass for Black Ops Cold War is made available. So this is very, very interesting. This is basically the highest edition of Black Ops Cold War due to the fact of COVID, I believe. I still believe that COVID is the reason why there's not some large, expensive edition that comes with a specific collectible item, basically. I think that's because of the case, or they just didn't have time to do that, again, due to the pandemic that's going on right now. But anyways, we'll go ahead and talk about the Land, Sea, and Air Pack right now, because this is a very, very cool thing. There's a full image on the internet of this that is not copyrightable, so I'll just put the image on the screen right now so you guys can take a look at it. But as we can see here, we have the Land, Sea, and Air bundle, which comes with the Ultimate Edition of Black Ops Cold War. So we get ourselves a Sucker Punch blueprint or aesthetic for the shotgun. We get ourselves this skin right here next to him, which looks very, very cool. And we get the Red Bear tank skin, which means tanks are either going to be coming into Ground War and Warzone only. Hopefully not Warzone, actually, because tanks would be very, very bad for Warzone. But you'll get a tank skin for, I believe, Ground War, which is very, very cool. And maybe even multiplayer. They may bring tanks back into multiplayer, like 6v6 multiplayer, which would be absolutely awesome. I can't wait for that. For the Sea edition, we get which looks like the Commando. As I said in my trailer breakdown from last week, I said that the Commando was returning, and as you can see here, this looks like to be the Commando, the black tie blueprint for the Commando, which looks very interesting. We get the Sea skin right here, which is probably my least favorite, if I can be honest, and then we get ourselves the Leviathan skin for the boat, which looks very, very cool. So again, it seems like in Warzone, possibly, as well as Ground War in multiplayer, and maybe even in 6v6 multiplayer, we'll have tanks, boats, and then last but not least, we have ourselves the Air Pack, or the Air version of this, which gives you the Wingman Air blueprint for the M1911 pistol, looks like, as well as the skin right here, which looks very, very cool. And finally, we get the Death Dealer helicopter skin, which is a little bit interesting because I'm kind of curious if this is going to be a helicopter within Warzone and Ground War, but I also wonder if this is going to be a kill streak, so there's going to be customizable kill streaks within Black Ops Cold War. That would be very, very interesting and very, very cool, in all honesty. The last time we saw some customizable kill streaks was back in Infinite Warfare, and they weren't really customizable, they were just, variants of that specific kill streak. But if you could customize kill streaks, that would be absolutely awesome. Like if they had, for example, the Orbital VSAT skin, or they had a specific dog skin. That would be very, very cool, and that might make them a ton of money if they implemented that. But there we go. That is everything that comes with the Land and Sea pack, Land, Sea, and Air pack. But that only comes with the Ultimate Edition of Black Ops Cold War. So basically, what do I think is the most worthwhile and what is worth your money the most? Well, honestly, it depends on what your preferences are. If you're a big Call of Duty fan like I am and you're guaranteed going to be playing this game, get the Ultimate Edition. You're saving money, believe it or not, by getting this stuff, because normally a battle pass tends to be anywhere from $10 to $25, depending on the variant or the version of the battle pass that you buy. So if you buy this standard, or if you buy the Ultimate Edition, you get a free, quote-unquote, battle pass within the game, and 20 tier skips. So you get pretty much everything for every other version of the game, plus, you know, 3 operator skins, 3 vehicle skins, and 3 weapon blueprints, which is very, very cool. It definitely adds a lot to the game. So if I was going to pick an edition, if you're a dedicated Call of Duty fan, I would definitely recommend buying the Ultimate Edition. If you're planning, of course, on buying, you know, a next-gen console and you're not a massive Call of Duty fan, you know, you play it kind of casually, you're not, you know, you just play it every once in a while, then I recommend getting the cross-gen bundle, because of course you get pretty much free, quote-unquote, access to the PlayStation 5 version as well as the Xbox Series X version. And then if you're not a big Call of Duty fan, or you're not planning on buying a next-gen console anytime soon, then I recommend just buying the standard edition of the game. This is what I used to buy back in the older days of Call of Duty when I didn't really have that much money exposable. So I would recommend buying the standard edition if you aren't planning on getting a next-gen console for at least a year or two after the new console comes out, or you just, you know, or you're just not a giant Call of Duty fan and you kind of want to get the game, but you aren't really a big, you know, you're not really a dedicated hardcore player, or you just don't want the DLC because you don't really care about DLC because it's a first-person shooter, so you don't really care about the customization. So that's the one I would recommend, but it's all up to personal preference. As I said, I bought the Ultimate Edition just because I like the DLCs, as well as I want to be able to upgrade when I do get the PlayStation 5 when that console comes out. But again, I will leave the FAQ down below in the description if you guys have any questions about anything I mentioned in this video. I can't personally answer them, but the FAQ should answer absolutely all of your guys' questions. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are about Black Ops Cold War and all of the additions for the game. Personally, I'm very, very excited for this game. You guys already know that there's been a lot of news to cover, but I think this might be my last news video for a little while anyway, except for maybe tomorrow, where I will do a very quick Black Ops Cold War video. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe if you're new, check out all my other previous Black Ops Cold War videos, which will be linked down below in the description, as well as my previous one, which will be at the end of the video. We'll see you guys all on another Black Ops Cold War video very, very soon.